What's up, Chad? Can you hear me? What's up, Chad? Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Hey, we're gonna
Does it sound
put you.
good?
Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, no
Uh,
echoes or anything like that.
Talk, Tony. Hello, hello, hello. Does that mic sound good? Say it. Talk again. Hello, hello, hello. You can hear that one too?
Yes.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, we're gonna put you back on hold. Go live right at 7, and then bring you back in.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure everything was good. Yeah, no
Yes,
problem.
sir. No, I can hear y'all good though.
Okay, cool.
What? I can see it. Hey, Overloaf. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Season 10, Episode 7 of the Husky Fat Podcast. I'm your host, Dylan. To my left, y'all know him. We love him. The sexiest motherfucker alive, Mr. Scott motherfucking Jones. Who? Scott Jones.
Big dog.
What's up? We are back in the studio today.
Back in the studio, but we're still connecting to a gym, so it's not a traditional road show. But we're still going to be talking to some fighters, man. I got to be honest with you, I didn't think I was going to make it here in time. This was a close one.
No, yeah, I can tell. You're down there getting some work in and everything like that. So busy man over here.
Man, I'm telling you, dude, it's been a wild day, just nonstop go. But yeah, no, we're back. We are back in studio today. I do want to say next week though, the road show does continue, and we are going to take our show out east. We are going to Carson Fight and Fitness next Wednesday in Tulsa, America. So Carson Fight and Fitness, get ready. We're coming to see you, and they got a lot of great fighters out there, so we're excited to see them. But we've got, and I don't know, I'll have to talk. Josh, has Chad called in yet?
He's on. I already said what's up to him.
They are in the studio. So we've got guests. So what we're doing here, we've got Team Luter, Travis Luter MMA. Their head coach for these guys that's going to be cornering them is the one and only Chad Monster Box. And we're going to talk to these guys a little bit. We couldn't make it out to the DFW area to go live there, so we're going to bring you guys to us. So do we want to go ahead and bring Chad in first? Is that what we're doing?
I think they're all together.
Oh, they're all together. Oh, even better. Better. We got a manwich right there. There he is. There's that pretty nose. Dude, you can't even tell you've been hitting the nose, man.
Yeah, nah, it's feeling fine. I'm sure y'all seen I broke my nose trying to be great at that boxing fight. Fought a heavyweight guy 60 pounds heavier than me on 4 days' notice. You know what? Fuck it. Who cares? So we're already moving on to the next one. My next fight's April 30th, which is only 7 weeks after breaking my nose. So we'll see.
My man's on some gangster shit right now is what he's trying to say. Just trying to be great, man. Just trying to be great. Well, dude, what and we know we got our boy Tony over here. We're going to talk to him here in a second. But tell me about that. Now, that was your first actual official professional boxing match. I mean, outside of obviously you're way out of your weight class, but Tell me your experience. I mean, obviously up until you got your nose broke. But what did you think about the rule set? Was it a hard adjustment for you? Just talk to me a little bit about it.
So it was definitely weird as far as how everything went. It didn't go with all the MMA and kickboxing I've done, like the cards kind of go the same, but the whole way that even the commission and stuff worked for the boxing was way different. And I was second, so like usually I'm towards the end, so I didn't have really a time to adjust to how different it was. But it was cool, you know. I had a plan. I knew he was a heavyweight guy, and I figured I could get him tired. My plan was working, which, you know me, I'm a forward guy. But this time I was like, okay, I'm going to move around side to side a little bit. Let this dude get tired. He's heavy. He's big. And, maybe go to work in the mid, second, third round, stuff like that. Because I do have great boxing, but, I'm always forward. On this guy, I knew this is a heavyweight. He's a real boxer. I think he had 6 matches or something. I can't remember now. Or nine matches already. And so it was working. We only had 10 seconds left in the round, and he hadn't punched me one time. He was throwing jabs. He was reaching. He was getting a little tired. It was exactly how I wanted it to be. And then I swear to God, the first punch he lands, he just timed it perfect. It was one of those things. Like, I don't know if it was a welterweight, if it would have broke my nose. I mean, that was my 28th sanctioned fight, and I've never broke my nose in 18 years. So it was probably, of course, because he's a heavyweight, and he just hit me right on the money, and then he followed up with a few shots. And then once I seen my nose was leaking, I was like, okay, this is over. The follow-up shots weren't hitting me, but I was like, this is over. I'm taking a knee. I was supposed to fight tomorrow, March 27th. So when I took that fight, me and my coach were like, okay, we'll do it. 4 days notice, get on some gangster shit here, but let's not get hurt. If things aren't going our way, it's just boxing. We care more about the MMA fight. Let's just get out of there if stuff's not going our way. So you can get hurt whenever. I've had 28 fights. I've been hurt one time. So I'm like, okay, the odds are I'm not going to get hurt. And then the first fucking punch he lands, I break my nose. And now I can't do the MMA fight, which was obviously more important to me. But it is what it is. I dared to be great. I came up short. And, that's the shit that happens. I'm going right back to the boxing ring April 30th. Like I said, it's only 7 weeks after breaking my nose. I won't even get to spar before taking this boxing match. It'll be all just drill work and stuff like that. I do got a couple of guys in here that I trust to not hit me in the nose, but I'm not able to do any real sparring. But April 30th, we're going right back in there. Lubbock, it's a military charity event. I'm a big patriot. I got a big entrance plan, a big American themed entrance plan. I'm gonna go ahead and knock this motherfucker out, and then I'm gonna get ready for June 18th, where I'm gonna come down to OKC and knock another fucking boxer out.
Let's do it. Let's do it. And by the way, with that outdoors show, you can get creative on the entrance out there because it's going to be.
Okay.
It's going to literally be in a parking lot. So if we wanted to, in other words, we'll talk about it off. We don't want to spoil a surprise for anybody, but you can get nuts with this entrance. It's going to be badass. It's going to be a badass show.
Well, when it comes to the entrance, nobody does it better than me. So we're gonna make sure to get it popping. They're gonna be yelling from the time my music hits till it's over with.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Well, let's bring in your young buck over here, Mr. Tony. Tony, how's training camp been going, brother?
It's been going good. Thank God. Every day has been an opportunity to train, get better, and get ready for this fight, and we're all excited for it.
Remind me, just because like I've had a hell of a day. I barely made it here to make this thing in time. Is this your debut, or have you had one fight? I couldn't remember which offhand.
I've had a Muay Thai fight.
You've had a Muay Thai fight. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So you have had the experience of that adrenaline going, pumping, and then that adrenaline dump in the ring. So you felt that. Is there any adjustments you're going to make for this fight coming off your first fight, or that one went as planned and it's back to the lab doing the same thing over again?
No, there's a lot of adjustments that we're working on. A lot of things that we're getting better at. That fight, we came up short by decision, but the guy was 6-1, and it was my very first fight, so it was what we expected, but it was a good fight, and we're making a lot of adjustments for this one.
And that just goes to say, I do want to point out the sheer fact that one, you're fighting a guy 6-1 in your debut. That shows the confidence that your team had in you. Then it also shows the confidence you had in yourself. You won't believe the amount of guys that I get. Look who's in the house. We'll get to you later. But you will not believe the amount of guys that will argue and not want to take a fight just because one guy is 1-1 and they're 0-1, or 2-1 versus 1-0. It's the absolute it's the most ridiculous thing ever. So props to you, props to your team. Obviously, as an amateur, you don't want to ever get into it's a learning experience. You want to test yourself, but you don't want to obviously step too far and get hurt, right? But so props to your team for picking your fights right, and props to you for coming through. Tell everybody who's not seen you fight before what to expect. What kind of style you bring? Are you a pressure fighter like Mr. Box over here? What kind of style are you bringing to the ring?
I'm just get ready for an exciting fight. That's all I gotta say. I just like to fight hard.
One thing I'll say about Tony, he's a quiet kid, but he's one of our best boxers in here. Like he didn't start out boxing; he started out in here, but he's got a great set of hands. He's really good at boxing. And like he said, that first guy he went against was 6-1. We took the fight in his hometown in Odessa or wherever we were at. And Tony did great. He lost the fight for sure. I'm not trying to say he won. It was a bad decision. But Tony did so good. But the difference here is that fight was Muay Thai and this fight's kickboxing, and the rule set's so different. And Muay Thai, really, they only score kicks. I've had several Muay Thai fights here in Texas, and I know how they score it because I'm a hands guy, and I've lost fights where I beat the shit out of people, but he kicked me more. So I'm putting into Tony's head like, hey, bro, we can actually use our boxing here. Relax camp, we were like, hey, every time he kicks you, you got to kick him back, which is a great practice anyway. But like we were so focused on kicks, which wasn't Tony's bread and butter. Now that it's kickboxing, the boxing matters more. And I think Tony's really going to be able to turn up here and actually show who he is on this fight. Again, he did great on his last fight, but the punches don't score in Muay Thai. So here, the punches don't score a little more. And I think you're really going to get to see this kid show everybody who he really is.
Honestly, man, and I know Dylan keeps trying to talk, and I keep talking before him. But that drives me insane. Like, I get the different rule sets and different rules apply, but my thoughts have always been, in a fight, you take which weapons are allowed, and whoever does the most damage with them, that should win the fight, right? So in other words, if you've blasted him with 50 power punches and he's landed 4 leg kicks to your 1, he should win. You should win the fight. But I see that all the time. You do that. You see that all the time in different rule sets. And anyways, I'm gonna shut the fuck up and stop interrupting my guy over here. I'm sorry.
No, Tony. Question for you is: obviously, you got 2 other teammates fighting with you on this card. Does that bring you extra motivation to want to not only win for yourself but win for your team as well, and come back to Texas, 3-0 as a team?
Oh yeah, we've all been working hard. We're all ready to come back 3-0 on April 18th. And yeah, we're ready to turn up on April 18th in Oklahoma.
No, definitely. Also, does it help? Obviously, every coach out there is going to be a great coach when they've been in the game for as long as Chad has. But Chad still being an active fighter. You said 28 walks to the ring for Chad. Do you think that helps you more just because he's still active and he knows kind of the ins and outs and the how the game's adapting now versus when it was when he first started?
Oh yeah, for sure. He's always giving us really good tips. Before he broke his nose, he'd be whooping us here in the gym. He probably still can. I mean, it's not like we can hit him in the face very much, but
Paycheck,
Tony goes rounds with me, and I don't take it easy on these guys. Today was our hard spar day. Obviously, I didn't get to spar, but any other hard spar day, I would have been in there on Tony's ass. Like, just because he's a 135er don't mean he can't get served. And I try to teach these guys some lessons, and I get a lot of respect out of these guys, and I appreciate how much they show me respect and how much I could tell they're looking up to me and stuff. And Tony's a great student. He asks questions. That's the most important thing. After a few rounds, he'll come to me, Coach, would you see this, that, and the other? And a lot of fighters don't do that. And I always tell these guys in here, we got a great big fight team. I don't know, 20 guys on the mat at a time or whatever. And I always tell them, like, if I fuck with you, if I'm talking shit to you and I'm telling you, hey, that sucked, that means I love you. It's the motherfuckers I'm not talking to or saying anything to that I don't care about. And so I'll tell them, like, hey, Tony, you did terrible today, bro. I mean, that sucked. You ain't winning a fight like that. He did great today. I'm not saying that will happen, but I do that kind of stuff to him. And my big point there was, like, just because Tony's a 135er don't mean shit. He getting in there with my big ass all the time. Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah, well, Chad be walking around like 230.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The master. That's the other thing you get. That's the other thing you get with Chad. You get the weight cut advice. We're gonna pile in cheeseburgers and we'll cut some weight. But speaking of that, what's your once you make the weight, Tony? What's your go-to meal? What sounds good to you? Or maybe not after you make the weight, after you win the fight. Your celebration. You're like, fellas, let's go get some food. Let's go get something to drink. What are you gonna be craving, you think?
Pizza Hut for sure.
There you go. Can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Sir, well, man, there's some pretty good pizza joints. There's some pretty good pizza joints around here. So if you want to try a local place, we'll steer you in the right direction, brother. Well, dude.
Okay, yeah, let me know.
Tony, we're gonna let you get back to training here, and we'll bring on the.
Tony got church band practice. That's why we had him in here first. What do you?
Oh,
yeah.
Now what? Yeah, what?
I'm in here cussing up. I'm in here saying fuck this, fuck that, and he's about to go to church and shit.
That language too, and my dad was a pastor, so go fucking figure. But what instrument do you play?
I play bass and guitar.
Yeah, man, I'm a guitar player myself. My son and one of my daughters are the real musicians. My son's actually in the music industry out in Nashville. So I love some music. I love music almost as much as I love the fight game, but Christian music, not so much. But still, all that being said, go with God, Tony. Kick some ass, and we can't wait to see you in a few weeks, brother.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
You give him the
Tony Martinez, everybody.
Tony Martinez, he's coming. He's bringing it. Dude, what's your...
hey, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to tell you, what your Eagles going to do this year?
Hey, you already know. Usually I wear a shirt for a purpose. I figured since I ain't fighting, I could just go ahead and wear the championship shirt. Man, I don't know. We got rid of everybody the other day. Jalen Phillips, that was crazy. He did so good for us. We got rid of Blankenship. I seen we signed that one receiver. I'm drawing a blank on his name right now. Hollywood Brown. But I think we need more help on defense. So we'll see, bro. We'll see. Yeah, I'm not unlike Cowboy fans like this guy is right here. I'm not naive. So when we suck, I'm like, okay, we're gonna suck
And
this year.
bump them
Maybe
dirty
it's not our
birds.
year.
Y'all ain't finna do shit.
I ain't finna do nothing.
Y'all ain't finna do a damn
You
thing.
got two Cowboy fans talking to you.
Damn
We
thing.
got two
them
wins
wins-
for sure.
Them
Two
wins,
for sure.
yeah. Exactly. That's in preseason. How about them Cowboys?
That's funny. All right. So it looks like now we got on the gentleman who, obviously, I got to ask him how he pronounces his name. I don't want to say anything outrageous or outlandish. I know Chad's been giving me shit and telling Scott that he's ready for me to pronounce your name. So is it Frito or Fredo?
Fredo.
Fredo?
Fredo.
And then will you tell me how to
Yes, sir.
pronounce your last name?
The Spanish version is Zuniga and English Zuniga.
All right.
Zuniga.
Yep.
Zuniga. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So there you
Yeah.
go.
I want you to pronounce it long and loud.
Zoo nigga.
My God. Well, Fredo, man, it's great to have you on also, dude. I love getting that's what this platform is about. That's what Husky Fat is about, is giving this platform to fighters, and especially young fighters like you guys, getting you the chance to talk on the microphone, to talk to fans and stuff like that. I feel like that's an opportunity in Chad back here that not a whole lot of promotions give you, especially this young in your career, man. So I want to say thank you for coming on. It's crazy how some of these younger fighters, they get more nervous about talking to me on a podcast than they do fighting. It's fucking wild to me. But tell us a little bit about yourself, man. When did you start training, and what made you decide to take up the art of combat?
Well, I'm from Fort Worth, Texas. I started training because I saw my brother have his first fight, and I thought he looked super cool, so I wanted to give it a shot.
Nice. Now, what does your brother train at the same gym too?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, all righty. Is he pro or amateur?
Amateur.
Okay, all right. Now, do you beat up Chad in sparring also?
Something like that.
So you say they're careful what they say because they know the comeback's coming if they talk too much shit.
Yes, sir.
Fredo probably one of the people go with me the most. Him and his brother are both 185ers or whatever. His brother is a little better. He's been in here a little bit longer. That's probably who gives me the best rounds is his brother. He got a new job, so he's not able to train as much, or else we would probably get him on a card too, maybe when he gets some time away from work. But yeah, Fredo's a 185er. I'm a 170er. Even though I weigh 230, I fight at 170. I mean, I don't make the rules. But, Fredo has to get served by me all the time, and he holds his own, and he's super. Thing I like about Fredo, there's a lot of people when they get in here with me, I'm coming forward, and they just keep backing up. Fredo's the guy who'll go stand there, get aggressive, and start fighting. Now, I mean, he's losing the fights against me, but at least he's able to stand there and fight, and, he's not running scared. He's in there, he's a dog, and he's ready to go.
Now, are you guys now Fredo's opponent, Larson Trask, he's coming from Stillwater, Oklahoma. You and I have kind of talked about it when I first told you that I had an opponent, debut opponent at his weight class for him. Not a whole lot to find about that guy or find about the gym. Is that something that you guys are concerned with at all?
No, sir. I'm working on my game. I'm just worried about doing the best that I can do, and I'm ready to get in there.
No, definitely. And Chad mentioned, you like to plant those feet, you like to throw those hands, and don't let really people move you back. So is that just the style that you feel most comfortable with, or are you more of a kicks guy? I know. We were just talking to Tony, and Tony likes to throw them things. So do you like to use the feet more, without giving too much gameplay?
I'm a puncher. I'm Mexican, so I'm gonna get in his face and put the pressure on him.
He's got those Mexican hooks in his blood, man. He can't help it. It's one of those. See, I used to train back in the day. I trained at a Mexican boxing gym on the south side. So no, I feel you on that. I feel you. And every day you're getting a sparring ring in one of those little old gyms. You're fighting for your life, man. It doesn't matter if you're sparring against a 12-year-old or you're sparring against a 32-year-old, man. They come with it. No messing around, man. Have you been in combat? Is this your first sport you've taken up? Did you play sports growing up as a kid? What? Just kind of give me your background a little bit.
Not competitively, just some pickup basketball, pickup soccer, stuff like that. But this would be my first sport, yes, sir.
Nice. So When you get in the ring, is that something to where obviously debut fight, correct?
Yes, sir.
Is that a game plan that y'all come together? You know, Chad comes with you being the coach and everything like that. Do you have a set number of fights you want to do, or just until you're ready? And have you thought about turning pro in the future? Is that like the plan, or where do you see yourself going with this?
Right now, I'm just focused on this fight. I just want to focus on this one, and then eventually we'll see where it goes.
Sure, one fight at a time, one fight at a time. Well, man, I'll ask you the same thing that I asked Tony before he got out of here. Post-fight victory, you get to pick what you want to eat, where you want to go, what you want to drink. What's on the menu, baby?
Some modelos and some carnita asada. You know, I'm Mexican. I can't wait to tear that up.
Speaking my language, dude. You speak my. I hadn't had dinner yet. I don't know why I'm asking these stupid fucking questions. You know. But well, man. We're excited to have you, man. We love having debut fights. This is what the Dog Pound's all about. It's about young guys, you know, living their dream, stepping out, being in that top 1% of people that aren't afraid to step into the ring, step into the cage with their whole family and friends watching them. And the Dog Pound's a much smaller stage than our big shows, but it's still a pretty big stage. It's going to be a sold-out house. There's going to be probably 30, 40,000 people watching live on YouTube. We're going to be streaming this thing live on YouTube. So any fans, any friends and family who can't make the fights, they're going to be able to get to watch it and support you for free on it. So make sure that they're yelling, make sure that they're commenting on it. And we're excited to have you. Is there any last things you want to say? Any shout outs you want to give to friends, family, coaches, sponsors, anything you want to say to your opponent before we let you get out of here?
Just shout out to my coaches and my teammates for helping me out. It's an honor to represent Team Looter and just ready to get in there.
All right,
Yes,
Dylan.
sir.
Dylan, you got to say his name one more time before we let him go.
Yep, we got Fredo Zulega.
Good looking out, Fredo. We can't wait to see you in a few weeks, brother.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir.
When the mic gets in.
April 18th.
April 18th is coming.
Raptor
quick,
Jiu-Jitsu.
man.
Chad, you've been there. You did some announcing there when you and Derek had y'all's face off. How much different was that vibe from the Dog Pound than our normal big shows? Because, I mean, obviously you had firsthand experience in both of them.
Yeah, it's a little different, but it's also a little more intimate. And sometimes those little more intimate scenes can end up being better. For me, I've been in all kinds of different scenes with 28 fights, 29 fights, whatever the fuck I'm at right now. So I love the bigger crowds because, me, I'm the entertainer, boo, boo, woo, everybody yell my name and shit. But I do like the more intimate scenes sometimes. Less people, smaller room, compact. It was full. It was sold out the night that I announced. So, the building's full of people. You can hear it more. The yells are coming at you. And, it's a good scene, especially like you said, for these guys coming up. Maybe these debut guys ain't ready for a couple thousand people in the audience, or I don't even know how many people are in the audience when I fight or whatever. But, maybe they're not ready for that. And it gives them a chance to, because we all know once you get out there to the lights, it's so much different. You could be the baddest motherfucker back there in the spar room, but once some lights turn on, it's a whole different game. I've met many people who are bad motherfuckers in the gym, and the lights turn on and they fall apart. So I love this opportunity that y'all give these young guys, and to me obviously too at the pro level, but for these young guys at the Dog Pound, and like Scott said earlier, giving these young guys opportunities to speak, get their voice heard. You know me, I'm an entertainment guy, so I tell these guys all the time, like, you can fight, cool. Fighting is the most important thing. Can you fight? All right, cool. But now can you entertain? Because at UFC or all these K1 Glory, whatever, they don't want these boring motherfuckers. Okay, you can fight, cool. But no one's buying tickets to see you fight. So you got to be able to get on these podcasts. And maybe, it's your first time on the podcast, so you don't sound as cool as Munster Box sounds or whatever. But you got to get that practice in. And eventually you get to the point where you're able to talk more fluidly, say some better stuff. And I always tell them, be yourself. You don't have to be me. I'm a totally different type of person. You can be stoic or whatever, however you want to be, but you turn that up a little bit. Like an example I always use is Khabib. Like Khabib versus Conor, those press conferences are great, not just because of Conor, because of Khabib too. He's quiet, but when he did speak, it meant something. Everybody knows send location. We all know that meme. That's a big thing. That's 2 words. All he had to say was send location, and everybody loved it, So you don't have to be like me. I guess I'm more like Connor. I'm not like Connor because I'm not talking crazy shit, but I'm more like Connor is the fact that I am talking a lot. You can be more like Khabib, but you still got to make sure to entertain. Khabib was still entertaining. So, I said all that just to say, as y'all know, the entertainment part's a big part of it too. Yes, you have to fight. That's first. Nobody wants to see an 0-10 fighter. But after you can fight, okay, now let's entertain and all that shit. And like I said, I appreciate the opportunity that Husky Fats not only gives me, but these amateurs who I didn't get these kind of opportunities when nobody knew who I was. I was 4 fights in before I ever got to do a podcast or interview or anything like that because nobody knew who I was. So it's great that y'all give these guys the opportunity for that.
Oh, definitely. And also, we got your third fighter that you're bringing down. We have Marlon Lundy. Your name is a lot easier to pronounce than your teammates, so I appreciate that.
How's training camp going, brother?
It's pretty good, pretty calm. Nothing crazy, honestly. I mean, it's first time doing a lot of Shark Tank rounds. That's been different, interesting. I was getting my ass beat at first, but now we've been picking it up. I'm really putting that work in, just taking care of people, trying to be a dog. I'm ready. I'm gonna take this motherfucker out.
So, question for you: do you walk around, way over fight weight like Chad does, and have to just stick to his?
I mean, I
his
can tell.
weight
I can tell,
regimen and
not
everything
looking
like
at
that?
both of them. He ain't at Chad's level yet, anyways.
Or how's weight
No,
cut going?
no. Pretty calm. So I used to weigh 230, but I mean, I started training about a year ago, and then so I dropped down to 170, and I've just been hanging around 170 for about I want to say like 3 or 4 months now. So it's not a bad weight cut at all. Just a little bit of calorie maintenance and then high protein, but aside from that, I mean, it's been pretty calm, definitely.
You're fighting a debut fighter as well, right? Now, remind me, this is your debut fight, correct? Or do you have one? I can't remember which. Debut?
Yes, sir. This will be my first fight.
Sure. Okay. Cash, he's fighting Cash Wilson. He's out of Eddie's gym out there in Ardmore, Killer Beast Kickboxing Ardmore. They put a lot of fighters on our cards as well. Very reputable gym. Have you and your coach? Do you and your coaches kind of tailor a specific? And this is kind of to Chad also, but you guys kind of tailor a specific game plan based on the style that comes out of gyms? Because let's just be honest. Depending on the gym, Chad can tell you this. Certain gyms have a certain style to them. Do you guys tailor a game plan based on the style, or this is just? I mean, I'll be honest with you. Coming from a guy who I coach myself. I don't do it as much anymore, but I do some. Especially when you got a debut fighter in every game plan. The old Mike Tyson saying game plan. Everybody has a game plan until they get hit in the face. So sometimes with a debut fighter, you go in with a game plan, and then it's just a matter of being able to calm down and refocus yourself because shit can get out of hand quick. But do you guys tailor a game plan based on if you're familiar with the gym of the opponent is what I'm asking you?
Honestly, no. I would say I'm more so working on just myself, working on the holes in my game, making sure to where I could really fight whoever and just work on myself. Because I mean, my opponent could fight a certain way, but I could only work on me. So I mean, that's it. I'm just working on myself, not so much my opponent or my opponent's gym style.
Yeah. So, exactly like he said. I didn't even tell him what gym this guy went to and stuff. I just said, hey, you want to fight? I got a guy for you. I looked him up and did my due diligence or whatever. The most I could. He's a debut fighter, but I said, okay. I looked at the guy. Obviously, I know his gym. I was like, I like to fight, but I haven't even told him this. I know Ardmore Killer Bees is tough. I've fought guys from there. I've seen guys fight from there. Hunter got knocked out by a guy from there. It's a tough gym. And it's a great gym. Those guys are awesome. Nothing but love to them. We fight on fight day, but it's all love after that. So I fuck with those guys tough, and that's a tough gym. We couldn't find nothing on him specifically, but sometimes I can just look at a picture and be like, all right, cool. Marlon can fuck this kid up because Marlon has to spar me and shit, and Marlon's another one of those guys who's a dog. I didn't even think he wanted to fight. Like, I thought he was just in here for cardio and shit. And then one day he was like, hey, coach, what do you think about me fighting one day? And I was like, shit, Marlon, you're a dog. I think you could fight. So that's how this ended up happening. And, I'm happy to have him on the card. And I know I'm very confident in all my guys. And I wouldn't put them out there if I didn't think they were winning. I'm actually the mean coach here. Justin Adams, who coaches Kevin and all that in the UFC, he's the nice guy. It's like we're good cop, bad cop. Justin will be like, "You did well, but we could have fixed this." And I've been there like, "Nah, you suck, bro. That shit was trash." Like he'll tell you. Not last week, but the week before, he had a bad week, and I was like, "That shit ain't gonna work, Marlon. You gonna go up there and lose fighting like that, motherfucker." And then I just walked away. I don't remember exactly what I said, but it was something like that. Like I'm real truthful with these guys, but like he said, to answer your question is, that's how I do it. I don't plan for nobody. Well, I'll look at their fight. Yeah, sure. I'll look. Okay, one time, cool. And then I'm never looking again because I'm thinking about this motherfucker too much anyway. I don't want to look at him all the time and watch his videos. So you need to, just like he said, we want them to play our game. What's the point? Like, say it's an MMA fight. I'm a striker. He's a wrestler. Now I'm going to work on wrestling. I mean, of course I'm going to work on wrestling, but I'm going to try to pretend like I can out wrestle the wrestler. Fuck no. I'm going to work on my striking and make him strike with me type shit. So, that's how I view it. And that's what I try to impress on these guys. And so I'm glad he said that. I was sitting here nervous, like, oh, this motherfucker going to say something that I don't agree with. But that's exactly right. Like, make that motherfucker play your game. And if your game's not working and we see he's doing something well, that's what in between the rounds is for. That's why you have your coaches there calling you, hey, he's doing this, he's doing that. Let's change this, let's change that. But when we first get out there, hey, it's all forward, it's aggressive, and we make them fight how we want them to fight.
Definitely. And question for you, Marlon. Also, like you said, debut fight. Is there that weird feeling, kind of like knowing that, hey, I signed a contract, now I got to go through a 7-8 week training camp, and then you're stepping in the ring to fight somebody? Other than, Scott mentions it a lot. He kind of touched on it earlier. Other than you're just at a bar, someone says something, it's just a quick blackout reaction, and you get into a quick bar fight. This, like I just said, you go through the full training camp and everything like that. Is it different mindset? Or how's that feel being your debut fight?
Man, I mean, I'm not nervous or really anything like that. I know what I signed up for. I mean, I've seen the worst possible scenarios and different fights, and I'm not too worried about anything that happens because I mean, I believe in myself. I believe in my abilities. I'm ready, and I just want to show the world what I can do. So I'm ready. I'm good to go.
You a puncher or a kicker, Marlon?
Kicker.
My guy. You gonna give me an axe kick? I need an axe kick in the dog pound. I haven't had an axe kick yet.
Have we had axe kick period?
Yeah, I think we've had an axe. We've had at least one axe kick in the big shows. I think Slim Reaper. I think Slavic threw one against Colton Ham.
Okay.
I don't think it landed. I don't think it landed though. Yeah, that was 4 years ago. I don't think it landed, but he threw it. But yeah, I need an axe kick, man. I need an axe kick. Axe kick, Chad. You have coach's permission. All right.
Maybe we stay away from the flashy shit. Let's win the fight first.
You knew that shit was coming. Chad couldn't wait to say, fuck no.
Like, hell no. I mean, I'm just saying it's not MMA. You don't have to worry about him getting taken down, coach. I'm just saying.
Right. Honestly, we haven't had very many. We haven't had very many, head kicks or anything like that. Stoppages at Husky. We've had a handful of them, maybe.
Head kick stoppages.
Is it just?
Oh, we've had quite a few.
I mean, but obviously most stoppages are going to. But most stoppages that we've had are going to come from knees or throwing hands and everything. We don't have very many kicks to the head that actually TKO
just
somebody.
Or KO somebody. Yeah, there's been a handful, but there hadn't been a bunch of true KO.
Yeah.
Head kicks.
So I'm here for it.
Chad will get off the podcast and say, don't do shit them motherfuckers just said.
Yeah, that's exactly. He's like, hey, listen, those guys are cool and all, but I'm your fucking coach, all right? You're going to do what I say. Don't listen to a word. Well, dude, I'm going to ask you the same thing that I asked everybody else. What's your celebration meal after victory?
Oh, man. Probably some Mickeys, like a tall boy, some crumble cookie. Oh man, I was thinking about some Dave's hot chicken, but man, it's too expensive. So
you're not gonna get Mickey's up here though.
Do they have Mickey's here or not?
Hell no.
What the hell is Mickey? What is Mickey's?
Mickey's like the
it's like a malt liquor.
Like,
First off, I don't know.
I thought it was food or something like that.
No, dude, I don't know how you drink that swill. I gotta be honest with you. That malt liquor is stout, dude.
What you got on my 40?
Dude, I used to, whenever I was in high school, get a 40 ounce or whatever, and I'd walk around the party drinking it, and it tasted like Old English. It tasted like absolute ass, but I thought I looked cool as hell with it. So I just walk around, sip it, and dump half of it out when nobody was looking. Man, I didn't have the stomach for it in high school. And after that, I got off of malt liquor. I don't drink it all anymore, but it's whiskey or it's good beer. You know what I mean?
So, Marlon, tell everybody what they should expect from you come April 18th at the Dog Pound.
Oh man, dog fight. I'm trying to show everybody I'm a dog. I mean, I'm trying to break something. I'm trying to hurt my opponent. I'm not trying to let him come out there thinking that it's gonna be a point fight. Like I really do want to hurt this man, make him show or make him see what I can do because I know I can. I could hurt somebody. So I'm gonna put it all out on the line. Like I don't care what happens after. I don't care what I hurt. I'm gonna throw the whole kitchen sink at this dude.
That's the one thing I absolutely love, and Chad will agree with me on that. I love about combat sports is you can legally assault a man, and then you guys can have a beer afterwards if he's not in the hospital. So it's the one sport, man. So dude. I like your drive. I like your attitude. I love your confidence. Anybody you want to give a shout out to before we let you get out of here, brother?
Man, shout out my mom. I love my mom.
Mom, he's gonna do good. I promise you. Don't worry about it. He'll be all right.
No, at least you're telling her. We had a guy on last week who didn't even tell us. Like he just called his mom after his first fight and was like, "Hey, I just got like my first sanctioned fight, yada yada yada," and she was like, "What the fuck?" So yeah, I thought that was funny.
All right, well, Marlon, dude, it's been awesome having you on, man. Thank you for a little bit of insight into your world, dude, and we can't wait to see you here in a few weeks, man. Go get some training in.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
Back to Chad, man. What's it like having 3 fighters on this one and knowing that you're not actually – because last time you came down with Hunter, you had a fight as well. You had to come and corner him, then you had to go back and get ready. But what's it like going to actually have 3 fighters here that your sole attention can be on them?
Yeah, that was very different. I've never done that before. I've just started cornering people maybe a year and a half ago here at Luter's Gym. I'm very blessed that they had me on as the head striking coach here. So I'm super excited, man. I'm pumped up. This is strictly kickboxing. So, I'm basically the striking coach, and then we have a ground coach, Justin Adams. So we come together and decide if somebody's ready for an MMA fight. And we do a great job as a team doing those kind of things. But this one's kind of all on me. I'm the striking guy. So when it comes to kickboxing, they were like, "Hey, do you think this guy's ready? Do you think this, make sure you go to Chad and see if Chad thinks you're ready, then we'll put you on the card." So it was awesome. This is kind of the first time I've come out with the group that I've picked. I picked these guys to come out. So I'm proud of every one of these guys. Just like I said with the other 2 guys, Marlon has to spar me all the time too, even though he's a 155er. And what's funny about Marlon is I thought this dude was like some computer nerd ass dude. And then I really just thought he was coming in here to train, and he lost a lot of weight. He was a fat kid or whatever. And he's like some stock market type geek, like he does computer shit. And then one day I sparred him. I beat him a little bit, and then I gave him some advice. And I said, "Hey, next time we do something, to try this, try this." And I swear to God, it's so cool to see these guys listen to your advice and immediately implement it, because there's so many guys in here. I'll tell something, I'll be like, "All right, throw a jab," and then next week they forget about the jab. So I told Marlon, "Hey, try this next time we spar," and he did. And he came in here and he like tried to dog me out. So like that's when I was like, okay, maybe this computer nerd ass dude can fight, and I'm that was months ago, and he's been training hard. And today was actually his best spar day. Next week is usually when I like to peak. He looked really good today. So I'm excited for him. But yeah, man, I am, to answer your question, I'm very excited. Like I said, I picked these guys personally to come out here, and I'm very appreciative that Travis Luter trusts me with his name to pick these guys to come out here. That means a lot. We all know Travis Luter is a legend in the game. He's here now. He's here every day with his kids training. Like, he's not one of those guys, his name's just on the gym. Like, he's in here right now teaching class. All his kids are in here. He's got a son that's 28 who's also a welterweight, middleweight, and we spar all the time. And I like him better when it's just kickboxing rounds, because obviously he's really good at the ground when we're doing MMA. But it's just a blessing that I represent that Travis Luter name and be with these guys as they represent that name. And it's such a different feeling and a different honor, but I still get that almost the same adrenaline boost when I get to see these guys win and do the things that I told them to do, and it works. And it's a different feeling, but it's almost as equally of a great feeling as going out there and fucking someone up yourself.
Dude, I feel like having seen it from both angles as well, having fought myself at a low having fought at an amateur level myself, and having cornered guys, amateur and pro, clear on up. I got more nervous for my guys fighting than I did for myself. And I've talked to other coaches and other people about that, and I think the reason is just you can kind of control yourself, right? Like you can put that on you. You don't perform, okay, that's on you. All right, or you can tell yourself, okay, I need to make this adjustment. You can tell your fighter to make this adjustment or you need to do this, but you can't make them do it when they're in there, because when they're in there, at the end of the day, you know as well as I do, and that's the beauty of this sport. It's you versus him. You ain't got to wait for somebody to pass you the ball and to hope, if you're wide open, hoping that they can throw the ball to you, right? It's you versus him. Really, at the end of the day, if you lose, yeah, you can get fucked by judges, you can get screwed by refs a little bit, but at the end of the day, it's you and one guy, and you have the ultimate decision. You have the ultimate ability to win this fight. So I guess what I'm asking you is, you more nervous when you fight, or you more nervous when your guys fight?
No, I'm definitely not more nervous. One thing about me that people find crazy when people always ask, regular civilians ask me about fighting, how do you feel, this, that, and the other, and I tell them, bro, I'm always scared to death. It doesn't matter, and it doesn't get easier because the older I get and the better I get, the better guys I'm fighting. So I'm fighting more dangerous opponents, so I get even more scared. Come fight day, something people might not see with me because I put on a good mask and I'm pumped up and I'm coming out, and I am pumped up, but also on the inside I'm going through this emotional roller coaster and I'm fucking scared to death. I don't have that same fear when I'm walking down with these guys because I know I'm not going to get knocked out in front of my mama. Now I don't want them to get knocked out in front of their mamas, but at least I'm not getting knocked out in front of mine. So it is a little bit of a different feeling, but you go through these emotions with these guys too. So it's like I said, it's a almost equally great feeling, but it's a little bit of a different emotion.
Oh yeah, man. Well, dude, we won't take up a whole much more of your time, but I do want you to give everybody a plug. Let everybody know where they can see Monster Box fighting next. It sounds like it's a great fight promotion. It's raising funds for the military troop. Just tell everybody about your next fight you got coming up here.
Yeah, April 30th, I'm going down to Lubbock, Texas to box another Mexican boxer who's been boxing all of his life with Monster Box. Don't give a fuck, baby. The Johnson County Kid's going down to Lubbock to wreak havoc, and it's a military-themed thing. I'm going to have 2 servicemen walking out with me, fully decked out in their service uniform. I'm coming out to a real American song, and I'm gonna be American gimmicked up, and I'm gonna go out there and fuck this dude up for the USA, and then I'm gonna start getting ready for this Husky Fat card so I can go fuck somebody up in OKC.
Hell yeah, dude, and we can't wait to have you back. That card, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that here coming up pretty soon, but that card coming up in OKC, that downtown card, is going to be something. It's going to be something that Oklahoma, that nobody's ever seen before. We are actually doing it always pisses me off how you have all these boxers that'll talk these MMA guys to go in and fighting in boxing, but they're never going to go fight in MMA, or they're never going to go fight. Right now you have the heavyweight champ of the world in kickboxing, Rico Van Hooven. He's going to go fight the heavyweight boxing champ, right? We all know it's a gimmick. We all know how that fight's going to go, but that boxing champ, he's not going to come fight Rico in kickboxing, right? Well, what this card is we're doing kickboxing. It's not just the entire card, but part of this card and part of the card that Chad's a part of is going to be kickboxing versus boxing. We're going to have a couple of fights coming in from Hackman Promotions. Shout out to Liddell Rhodes. He's bringing his fighters in. We're going to have a couple of fights in the boxing format, which is going to be boxers versus kickboxers. And we're going to have a couple of fights in a kickboxing format, boxers versus kickboxers. And Mr. Chad Box is going to be representing kickboxing in this showdown, so you don't want to miss it. He's going to be fighting we'll make the official announcement when we have the ink signed, and that's going to be coming soon. But he's going to be fighting a seasoned boxing veteran in kickboxing, and I can tell you, I know his opponent. I've known his opponent for a long time. I've got some rounds with him with myself. I don't know if he can kick or not, but I know he's a tough dude, and I know Chad's a tough dude, and you guys aren't going to miss it, man. This is going to be a show like no other.
Yes, sir. We are excited for it. And always, we're going to be excited to see you and your team down here April 18th at the Dog Pound. So, other than that, man, keep being you.
Brother.
Cool, guys. Appreciate it. Can't wait to see you in a few weeks.
Yes, sir.
Eagles suck. Talk to you later.
Nah.
Later, dude.
Later.
Team Looter, everybody.
Man, it's always a good time when you got the monster box on, man. I don't care. Like him or hate him, the guy brings it. He's all entertainment all the time, man.
No, definitely. He found, obviously, he's a great fighter, but also great on the mic, so he found what he's good at, and he runs with it. He puts on a show for the crowd.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, I am stoked for this Dog Pound card. Like I said, it's been a wild day. I don't have the whole bout card in front of me. We will.
There's 50 of them anyway.
Yeah, there's 50 of them. When it comes down to it, we will go on. We will have a guest picker. The last podcast before the show, come on and pick. Matter of fact, well, no, we can't have Ben. We can't have Ben do it because Ben works for the company. That's a little bit of bias on there. So we got to have a non Husky Fat worker make predictions. We may have to get Jason Isaac back on our WNBA
bring him out of
analyst.
retirement.
Yeah, we got to bring the WNBA analyst. And we haven't even talked to him about the lockout and everything. Didn't they get? I think they're getting like
they paid him more. Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting him like their base pay is like $300,000. So the WNBA base pays $300,000. The UFC guys are still like the entry level UFC guys are still getting like 3 and 3 or 5 and 5.
They really doubled down, right? They haven't ever made money, and they were like, "Fuck it, we're gonna give them more money."
Yeah, I respect it. I guess I respect. I don't know how people do that. I really don't know how people like. I mean, maybe they just need the write-offs. I mean, that's got to be what it is because the NBA funds it, right? Like they give the stipend. I'm all for women's sports. Don't kid yourself. I got 5 daughters. Right, I love the fact that none of my daughters play sports. So, I've been blessed with band kids for the most part. They played sports when they were little, and I'm gonna tell you what, I love band way more because you go to a sporting event, you got to stay for the whole thing, right? If your kid's just playing in the band, I show up at halftime of a terrible, shitty fucking high school football game. I watch the band, I cheer, and make sure my daughter sees me, so that way I get credit for being there, and then I get the fuck out. You know,
he's there for 10 minutes.
Yeah, no, and she gets it and she respects it. And now, I'm not gonna have anybody doing anything pretty soon because I got 2 graduating and I only got 1. I'll have 1 left in the house after this year, so I'm not even sure what I'm gonna do with myself.
All right, I bet it's a weird feeling.
Yeah, dude, I don't know, man. I don't even know what it's like to not have kids. To be honest with you, I've been a dad since I was a kid. So I don't know.
Right, because it was your oldest birthday. What?
2 days ago. Yeah, turned 27 years old. Happy birthday to Rachel Jones. I also want to say happy birthday yesterday, the Reaper, Slim Reaper.
Sir.
29 years old, and by the way, I don't know if anybody saw the post we did on that, but we'll have an official poster announcement. But the Reaper, and we've talked about this before, he will be fighting in the Canada Cup. Yeah. It is that's coming a week after the Dog Pound, man. So we're heading north. We're coming back with all the maple syrup, and we're coming back with the Andrew Tate belt.
Yeah, absolutely. I also want to say happy birthday to Turtle too.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there, man. I'm getting there. We got Turtle's birthday. We had our boy Jeff have a birthday. Everybody's having birthdays in Husky Fat.
Jeff's on the same day as mine, isn't he? I think
he was a couple days before. I just wanted to. I was too lazy to do separate posts. I put y'all both in, and then I found the picture with you two together.
That was
and it was cute. It was cute. I got to be honest with you. You guys look cute. I was proud.
That's funny. But no, I'm excited for this card. April 18th at Raptor Jiu-Jitsu. We're getting after it. Obviously, we had like 47 fights scheduled. Things happen. Some stuff. I know some fights have dropped out yet.
We'll be talking about that. We'll be talking about that later. But I'm not done talking about the Andrew Tate belt. I was going to explain that to you.
My fault.
All right.
My fault.
Okay. So the reason why, and I say that in jest, right? So the Blaine Slavic will be going. He'll be fighting in Vancouver at the Canada Cup against a very tough opponent, Connor Flaherty. He is He's an Irish fighter that trains in Canada. He trains with a former world champion, former Glory world champions. The guy's high level. He's 7-1. So we're coming for the heat. This is for the North American ISKA title. The ISKA is actually, it's a world-renowned. They've been around, I want to say, for 40 years. It's a kickboxing title, much like the WBC. All the alphabets you have in boxing, right? So it is a prestigious title. It's not as prestigious as Glory or as K1, but most of the ISKA champions on a national level has made it to K1 or made it to Glory. So it is a step up. It's not like the top belt, but it is a good belt. The reason why we called it the Andrew Tate belt, because Andrew Tate was known and went on and on about how he was an ISKA champion, this and that. And then I won't even get into I hate even giving the guy breath on the air. I don't like the dude, I'll be honest with you. But then his dumbass went and takes a boxing match against some influencer who fucking sucks, and he somehow lost to that guy. And so it made everybody question the credentials of the ISK belt. It is a legit belt. Andrew Tate's just a fucking dumbass. But so it's going to be for the North American title. It's going to be a great fight. We'll have instructions where you can watch it. But we're going to be coming for blood on that one, man. It's going to be a fun one. Reaper is ready. He's been getting in training. Been training a lot of different sparring partners. Give a shout out to Devin White out there in Tulsa. Gave him some good rounds the other day. And then, of course, Hunter Catcher out there, and then our boys over here at Lovato's Jiu-Jitsu have been giving them rounds, and then Killer Bees as well. So it's going to be a fun one, man. But, yeah, man, this dog pound's going to be – on paper, this dog pound's the best dog pound we've had.
No, it definitely is. It definitely is. I'm excited for it. Like we've been saying, you got to get your tickets now.
Yeah, no,
it's a smaller venue, and with as many fights as we got on there, and the fighters that we have on there, people want to see. So it's going to sell out, and it's going to sell out fast. So if you haven't got them yet, can they scan the QR code that's on the screen?
They can scan the QR code that's on the
Scan
screen.
the QR code. Get your tickets now.
I can't scan the QR code because I don't have a camera that works well on my phone, but other people can. But
he'll slap the shit out of his phone and stuff like that to try to get his camera to work.
You got me. Yeah, Ben, that's right. He's working for a phone company now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, on paper, this is going to be the best dog pound. Honestly, this could be a big show. Our main event's crazy. We got Nico. We got two debut pros going to battle out in small gloves. Corey Piercy, Nico Torres. I was just talking to his team earlier. They're excited for the opportunity. We already know what Corey brings to the table. Corey's fought for us one time and won by stoppage in his one amateur fight for us. He's super athletic. Nico's a dog. I've seen him fight in the amateur some too. So that main event's going to be crazy. The co-main event, we got Josh Douglas, the Black Samurai, finally making his pro debut. And he's going up. He's not taking a soft touch for his pro debut. He's going up against a veteran. Brandon McDougal, man, that guy's been around for a while. He's had a lot of fights. So for Josh to accept this fight in his pro debut against a vet like that says a lot of confidence about him and what his coaches know he's capable of.
Definitely want to see that one. That's a good matchup.
No, it's a great matchup, man. Yeah. So we got two pro fights to kick that thing off. We got our boy Nigel, Mr. Blunt. He's making his return, going to defend that 145-pound belt against Alex Herr coming out of Tulsa. Alex is an undefeated kickboxer. We're going to meet Alex next week at his gym at Carson Fight and Fitness. And then I also heard through the grapevine, and I can't promise. I'm not going to get details. I'll have to get some details later, but I heard through the grapevine there is going to be a former MMA champion, former UFC, Strikeforce veteran, MMA champion will be teaching class at Carson Fight and Fitness next week too. So I don't know if we can get him on the podcast or not, but either way, I'm excited to meet him. And his name starts with a Gilbert Melendez. So you fight
his
fans.
First name, my last name, put it together.
That's how Scott Rose. All
right.
But like I said, I don't know. He's going to be teaching. I'm sure it's a seminar thing. Honestly, if I had to guess, he is one of the broadcasters for LFA. LFA is a big Legacy Fighting Alliance. They're a big MMA promotion. They're almost a feeder for the UFC. In other words, most people who's won titles in LFA has gone on to fight in the UFC, or at least had the opportunity to fight in the Contender Series or get into the what's their stupid reality show that nobody really watches anymore?
It was the Ultimate Fighter.
Ultimate Fighter, yeah.
I don't know what the name of the Contender Series.
They have both still.
Okay.
They did have both. I don't know if they canceled the Ultimate Fighter finally, but anyways, so Gilbert I think's he's on the broadcast team for that. So I'm sure they got him in just doing a kind of like a seminar deal because LFA is going to be in town next weekend on Saturday. So there's a bunch of fights out in Oklahoma, man. If you guys are in Oklahoma and you complain about nothing to do, you just live a boring life, man. My boy Turtle over here can tell you there is something to do every night of the week, whether you're into art, whether you're into sports,
Facts.
whether you're into music, whether you're into food. God knows I'm into food. There's plenty of shit to do.
Plenty to do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, I hand the headset over to Ben. We hadn't talked to Ben for a minute. We gotta make fun of him for a little bit before we get out of here. Yeah, go ahead.
Brotherly love.
Yeah, if you could
action there.
If you could be a little bit louder with it, that'd be cool. Gonna make you stand right here.
Right?
Yeah.
I moved that chair. I didn't realize that's why that chair was there. I don't even know if he put it there for a reason, but there were 3 when I walked up.
What's up?
I've always wanted to be the bread and a Ben sandwich, and I feel like I'm here now. I finally experienced this in my life.
How does it feel?
It feels great. I gotta be honest with you, man. It's been a minute, dude. I hadn't seen you. I don't think I've seen you since last fight night, man.
All year. It's been a year.
Yeah.
It's been a new year, and I ain't seen you.
Yeah, dude, man. I've missed some Ben. I give him
to do better.
I give him shit all the time. Every time I see him posting up on here, I'm like, dude, where the fuck you at? So he actually showed up today, man. So we got to put your pretty face on camera.
What's she been up to, dude?
Yeah, dude. Talk to us about life a little bit.
Man, vacation, taking care of the baby.
He's vacating.
He's vacating.
He's vacating something.
But yeah, no, I just got back from Florida.
Where'd you go in Florida?
Took the kids to Universal.
Oh,
and
hell yeah,
everything
dude.
like that.
They have a good time?
Oh, yeah, they had a blast.
Your wallet's a little bit lighter now?
Man, I know. Look, I need some side work. Anybody hit me up?
Yeah.
Went to Mexico right after Christmas. Brought in the new year there, so went to Cancun. So.
Dude, man, you're living. I need to just hang out with you, man.
I'm
You're
trying
living
to
your
tell
best
you.
life, dude.
Hey.
Now, Josh has been Turtle's been telling us that you keep getting promoted at work.
Yeah.
And they keep giving you keep working too hard and doing too good a job. They keep promoting you and giving you raises, so you ain't got near as much free time anymore. You need to cut that shit out, dude.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, yeah. It's it's been a blessing. God's been blessing, so just been grinding, man.
Yeah,
keeping
dude.
the grind real.
Yeah, man. Are you excited for this dog pound coming up?
Oh man, I love the dog pound.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
I'm ready to make some bets.
Yeah, that somebody's gonna tell you he's gonna pay and he's still down. What am I down 3 or am I down 2?
You're down 3.
Down 3.
Down 3.
All right.
And y'all just do the over/under on stoppages, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We do an over/under on stoppages, and he wins it most times. He does. But
as many fights.
He has that gleam in his eye when he's holding the camera. He'll look over, especially the dog pound, because I'm normally sitting right around there.
Right by me.
So yeah, he'll kind of look over and he just kind of smile, and be like, "That's 4." That's 4.
Absolutely.
He's like, "Only 2 more. Only 2 more."
Yes, sir. I'm hungry.
That's funny, especially on this one too. Is with as many fights as we have on it, the over/under is gonna be like 12.
Right?
Yeah, dude.
That's gonna be a big one right there.
Yeah, man. It's been a minute, man. You know me. I haven't. We hadn't had a card in a while, and I get itchy. I get trigger fingers. People tell me they want to fight. I have a hard time telling them no. If you want to come fight for me, I'm honored.
I'm all about people getting kicked in the face. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go in there and get kicked in the face,
yeah, dude.
absolutely.
You want to do that for a hobby? I am for it.
Me too.
I'm here for it, dude.
And just let y'all know, I'm here to talk noise too and laugh. So, just saying, I'm gonna do a couple knee slappers because if you watch somebody's foot come to your face,
One of my favorite things I like doing. Obviously, I'd keep it professional, but if like a big stoppage happens or a big like knockout or something happens, always at the end of it, I'll walk up and just literally put my face in Ben's camera, and I'll be like. And then I'll just turn around and walk away.
Yeah. Well, my thing is, what the funniest part to me is, I'm not a fighter, respect to the fighters, but when you get kicked in the face and you fall asleep and then you wake up and then you're like, what happened?
Yeah.
I mean, You watched his foot kick you in the face. That's what happened.
There's been a few of them that's got back up, and not just on our show. I've seen it on other shows too. They get back up and they think that the fight's just about to start. Let's go. Start bouncing around, ready. And coach is like, no. Doctor's like, no, get him sit down.
You're right. And they're looking at the ref like, what? Why?
Yeah.
Because you took a nap. I mean,
went to sleep.
It's not sleepy time.
Fell asleep on the job, man. That's a wrap. Can't fall asleep.
You're fired.
Until next time, man.
Absolutely.
Dude, it's awesome to have you here, man. It's
Glad
good
to be
seeing
here.
you.
Missed you
And
guys.
Yeah, I
too.
missed you too. And seriously, dude, you need to just hit me up. You got my fucking cell phone number. You need to just tell me your work schedule. Scott's self-employed, so I can work around your schedule a little bit.
Right.
Man, I say I can. I'm so busy. I've been so busy today. It's just been go. But still, in theory, I can work around your schedule. So you just need to hit me up.
Gotcha.
All right?
Sounds good. You heard it live first.
I heard it live first.
Channel Husky Fat.
Now, I'm a little bit disappointed you didn't come with Mickey Mouse ears, just leaving Universal.
Man, Mickey Mouse is definitely not at Universal, though.
No, I've been to Universal. I thought there was some Mickey Mouse there.
Definitely at Disney. But
it's in the same thing.
It's a Harry
the same
Potter.
It's the
stratosphere,
same, like,
dude.
it's a different part, technically,
Dude, it's
but
all
it's still
technically, yeah, no, they're
it's all
totally
a
different.
money grab,
Boy,
man.
You tell Mickey Mouse that, he'd be like, and be ready to fight you. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I'm telling you, that whole area, they've got it cornered. They figured out that they can charge people whatever they want, and parents are still going to buy it because the kids want to go to.
100%. Freaking, you can go to Walmart and get the Mickey Mouse ears for like $5.
Yeah.
You go to Mickey Mouse land, and mine's like $45.
Yeah.
And they still buy it.
I don't know if they probably don't do it at Universal. I have been to Universal, but I don't remember much of it. I'm pretty sure I was drunk the whole time. But
I got
you. Like at Disney, for example, they have parents will wait in line with their kids for hours just to get an autograph from an actor who looks kind of like Cinderella.
Yeah.
And you got to pay for it too. It's not free.
Some white lady with a long wig.
Yeah. That's what, dude. For real, man. It is such a racket.
I mean, I'm guilty, but
it's like I did it.
You're a dad. You're a good dad. You love your kids. I understand, man. We do things we don't have to do. But that don't mean we can't bitch about it.
Universal's the same way. I mean, we stood in line to talk to Shrek and Donkey.
Donkey. How was Donkey?
It was cool though, because Donkey somehow could actually see and talk. So I have to show you the video. My son had a whole conversation with Donkey. He was like, we're from Oklahoma City. And I'm looking at my son like, just turn around, take the picture. Donkey's like, oh, I like Oklahoma City. What is happening right now?
They swapped IGs. Now they're bros.
Hey, bro, yeah. Bro, that goes to say it's the same at Universal as Disney.
Did you offer him a carrot or what?
I was like, kids, come on, let's go.
It's like, hurry up, get this picture, let's move.
Yeah, because Fiona popped out too. So
you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, bro, it was a good time, but I hate standing in line with those characters.
No, it's the worst, man. It's so dumb. And the fast passes at those parks, everybody buys the fast pass, so it doesn't do you any good. So
slow.
You still get in the fast lane, and you wait just as long as you get in the normal lane, and you paid like an extra $40 per person to do it.
No, more like an extra $300 per pass. It was fun to listen to the people talk noise. It was cussing and everything, and they was standing right beside me. But I was $300 richer.
Winning.
Ka-ching.
Big dog. Love you, brother.
Yes, sir. Love you guys too. Hey,
We'll
thanks
have
for
you back
having
out
me on
there.
the show.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go. I'm ready. Dog pound it up, baby.
Let's go.
People getting kicked in the face. What I
Yes,
like.
sir.
Now, I'm
Yes,
just going
sir.
to tell
We're
you
like,
ahead of time.
3.5 weeks away.
Don't, at the weigh-in, if they're doing the scale test, don't step on the scale. Don't step on the scale.
For real, no. Because
I told you that was a mistake you made once. We don't need to repeat that mistake,
I think
right?
it's gotten a little worse.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm just, we learn from our mistakes and we move on. See, I knew not to stand on it, right? I knew I wasn't going to like what I saw.
Warn me.
Yeah. I knew I wasn't going to like what I saw,
I still
right?
think about that to this day.
Well, it didn't help that your brother was just over there just talking shit.
Because his was just fine. It couldn't read his weight. It was so light. But
Coming in at the Husky heavyweight division.
I know, and I'm short, too. That would be my weight class. Ain't no way. You already know my slogan. Bang, bang, bang.
All right, brother.
All righty.
Hey, good to see you, big dog.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Well, Dylan, I feel like that was a pretty good show.
It was.
How about you?
It does. It does.
Yeah,
Really
man.
quick, Yankees are winning the World Series. We played yesterday,
We're
opening
calling it
night.
out. Right now, the Yankees are on track for the greatest record in the history of baseball. If things go, I'm a numbers guy, right? I follow the trends. If the trends follow right, they should go 162-0.
Yep.
162-0 and not give up a run the whole year.
That'd be crazy.
And
then Judge would have
Aaron
about
Judge,
800
Aaron
strikeouts.
Judge will strike out like 4 billion times. Yeah, but
Yeah, who was it for the Braves? Who was it who literally struck out like, I don't know, 20-something times in his first like 40-something? It was like 2 years ago, wasn't
no,
it?
it was that dude. He was with the Red Sox, and so that's why it was so awesome. And then he got traded to San Fran, and I can't think of his name. An overpaid motherfucker is who that was.
Yeah, but anyway, that's what Judge is probably on pace for right now. And
Yeah.
it's not good.
Yeah,
not
better
good
fix
at all.
that
So,
shit.
but no, I'm excited for it. We got brought in some pitchers and everything like that. So if we can stay healthy, I like the lineup we have.
Well, we got it. We got to do a baseball show. We got to do our baseball predictions. We're not going to do it this time, just because I'm sure there's maybe 2 people out there that want to hear our predictions, but we want to hear our predictions.
Exactly.
So that's what really matters. Since it's our show, we get to do whatever the fuck
Whatever
we want.
And we both going to pick the Yankees anyway. But
Yep. Spoiler alert, the Yankees win. Anyways, guys, it's been real. Catch us next week. We will be on Wednesday next week. Live. The Great American Road Show continues. We're going to Tulsa, Oklahoma, heading out east. Carson Fight and Fitness Man. Make sure to tune in live on Facebook, live on YouTube. Maybe one of these days we'll get on Instagram if those motherfuckers would stop being so stupid. But we're here. We're here. So, from us to you, be good to each other. We'll see you next week.
peace.